All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a device that really makes you rethink what a smartphone can even be. We're going to get past all the hype and try to understand what it's actually like to use a phone that folds in half. Okay, let's get into it.
So, let's just start with the one big question this whole technology is asking. What if your phone was also your tablet? Now, it sounds simple, right? But the implications, they are absolutely massive. This is about way more than just cramming a bigger screen into your pocket.
Because what we're really talking about here is a total shift in how we use our most personal gadget. It's about opening up completely new ways to get work done, to play games, to create things, all from one device that literally changes its shape to fit what you're doing. Okay, first things first. Let's break down the absolute core of this experience, the two screens. And you have to understand, it's not just one screen that bends. These are two totally separate displays, and each one has a very different job to do.
And you can see there's a real division of labor between them. On the outside, you've got the cover screen. That's your go-to for all the quick, one-handed stuff, right? Checking a text, answering a call. But when you need to really dive in, you open it up, and there's the main screen for that big, immersive, tablet-style view. The key here is they work in tandem, but they're built for totally different moments.
But what happens when the phone isn't fully open or fully closed? Well, that's where things get really interesting. It's a feature called Flex Mode. Basically, when you prop the device open part way, some apps will automatically reconfigure themselves to use both halves of that bent screen.
You know, you can think of it like a teeny tiny laptop. You just set it down on a table, and boom, the app splits in two. If you're using the camera, for instance, the top half is your viewfinder, and the bottom half has all your controls. It's like having a built-in tripod for your phone that you can adjust to any angle. It is a total game changer for taking pictures or hopping on a video call. Now, that huge main screen, it's not just for making your videos look bigger. No, its real superpower is multitasking. This is where it opens up a whole different level of productivity. With something called multi-window, you can have up to 3 apps running on that big screen, all at the same time. Seriously, you could be watching a YouTube tutorial, taking notes in another window, and replying to an email, all at once, and nothing feels squished. You can even save your favorite pairs of apps to launch together with just one tap. It's like building your own custom workspace whenever you need it.
But what if you need something more like a desktop? Well, the manual for this phone actually puts it perfectly. The goal is to let you accomplish tasks on a large screen with a keyboard and a mouse. And it has a wild feature to make that happen called Samsung DeX.
So what is DeX? It's basically a full-blown desktop computer environment that lives inside your phone. You connect it to a monitor or a TV, and it projects this familiar desktop, with a taskbar, windows you can resize, the whole 9 yards. Your phone literally becomes the brains of a computer setup.
This whole folding thing doesn't just change how you work either. It completely revolutionizes how you capture photos and videos. It basically turns your phone's camera into this incredibly versatile, creative studio that fits in your pocket.
I mean, this design unlocks some truly awesome camera tricks. We already talked about Flex Mode acting like a tripod, which is great. But then there's Dual Preview, where the person you're taking a picture of can actually see themselves on the front screen. And my personal favorite, you can take selfies using the high-quality main cameras, just by using that cover screen as your viewfinder. No more grainy front camera selfies.
And it's not just about the hardware tricks. There's also some really clever software, like Single Take Mode. You just move the camera around for a few seconds, and the phone automatically creates a whole gallery for you. You get photos with filters, short videos, little boomerang clips. It just takes all the guesswork out of trying to capture that perfect shot.
So look, this tech is amazing and powerful, but it's also brand new. And with any new technology, there are some real-world things you gotta keep in mind. So let's not think of these as scary warnings. Let's call them pro tips for owning one of these.
First thing you have to know, the crease. Yes, where the main screen folds, you can see a line. The manual is very clear. This is not a flaw. It's just a normal characteristic of how this screen works, so you should expect to see it.
Next up is durability, and this is a big one. Unlike a lot of top-tier phones these days, this device is not officially water or dust resistant. That super complex hinge just isn't sealed up the same way, so you have to be really careful around the beach or any liquids because things like sand and water can cause some major damage.
And that beautiful main screen? Well, it's made of a much softer material than the hardened glass you're probably used to. So you've got to remember, no pressing down hard with your fingernail or a pen or anything sharp. A light touch is all you need.
And finally, a quick but really important heads up. The phone has some powerful magnets inside to hold it shut.
That means you need to keep it away from things like your credit cards, and, this is critical, a safe distance from any implantable medical devices.
Okay, now that we've covered the hardware, let's zoom back out for a second. Because the real vision here isn't just to make a phone that folds. It's to make your phone the central hub that connects everything else you use. It's a big step towards having that one single device that can do it all.
Remember DeX, the desktop mode? Well, what's so cool is that it can work wirelessly. If you have a compatible smart TV, you can launch that entire desktop experience on your big screen with just a couple of taps. And then your phone screen turns into a trackpad. So you can sit on your couch and control a presentation or browse the web, all powered by the little device in your hand.
And the integration goes even deeper with a feature called Link to Windows. This lets you interact with your phone right from your computer. You can drag and drop photos back and forth, type out text messages using your real keyboard, and even run your phone's apps in their own windows on your PC. It really just blurs the line between your computer and your phone.
So when you put it all together, it's pretty clear we're not just talking about a gimmick here. From the dual screens and flex mode all the way to its desktop power, this is a real attempt to create a whole new category of device, one that actually adapts to what you need it to be moment to moment.
And that really leaves us with the one big question at the end of all this. We've seen the incredible possibilities, and we've seen the practical trade-offs. So, what do you think? Is this adaptable, shape-shifting, do-it-all gadget? Is this the future of mobile devices? That's something to chew on.